Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And they're starting off the season playing the Nuggets here. Yes, it's good. We've got a good matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
Off the mark from 16 feet. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Out left to the wing. SGA throws it down.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage. Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Pass to Şengün. Back to SGA. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's SGA. Shot clock at 6. A shot from the mid-range. And the shot goes in. SGA's got his second basket on the night.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all three levels.
James attacking. Oh, my goodness! Powered it home.
Did you see it? Redunculous. Bringing the house down.
Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Denver getting their last shot to go. That shot is off. Porter from outside. SGA pulls it in. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Şengün throw it down.
How about the bounceability of Şengün getting himself way up there?
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach was enthralled by the court awareness of LeBron James. He said, quote, very few guys know where all the players are on the court at all times. Very few players have the skill and the ability to take advantage of any slip-up. LeBron falls in both of those categories. There's a reason people talk about him as the GOAT. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's SGA. From 11 feet away, and he nails the jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. Quickly from outside. He can't hit that time.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Over to the left wing. Back to Şengün. James brings the double team. Second chance effort. Şengün, no good.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
Porter gets the bucket.
A true sniper from long range, Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Carrington. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Now here's Sharp. Clowney pulls it in.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
And that one is hammered home. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Portis gets the bucket.
And you can just see how confident Portis is inside. I mean, very comfortable there. Feels like he can score whenever he wants to.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard, man.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Carrington following the score by Denver. Counted from distance. Carrington's got 5 points.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Never bashful about showcasing his athleticism. Sexton can really get up and finish.
And Carrington, here we go. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Nuggets trail. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it home. He'll go to the line. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Sharp goes in, and he jams it home with authority.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
The circus dunk for you right there, guys.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And so, Luck. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Taking what the defense gives them, guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from there. I love it.
The Warriors leading. Outside, SGA.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
And yep, it's good. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Nice job that time. Really an excellent job from Lopez to find the right angle to get the feed off the pick and roll.
Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Here's Brown. Pass to Nurkic. Wide open. The Warriors pull it in.
and the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. And Brown with the stuff.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Here's SGA. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Lineup. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Murphy.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
You're always a threat to blow up. That's what SGA's done tonight.
Pass to Battle. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or 2.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. BA, back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report. So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And he gets the bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Carrington. And there's a pick. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Carrington's got 10 points in the game.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
James deciding where to go with it. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
And Carrington, here we go. Yep, that one goes. Carrington's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
And here's Porter outside. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
You know, the more you watch Sengun, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Sengun.
To the inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
LeBron James.
And James gets it to go.
LeBron's greatest gift to me is how he sets up so many teammates with catch-and-shoot opportunities. It's nice to see them return the favor.
Pass to Newell. Here's De Silva. He's guarded by Porter. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Here's Sengun. Off target from outside. Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Portis. Back to James. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
They set a pick. Shot's good by Carrington. Carrington's got 6 points in the quarter.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. You And even then, it's just not a good play.
Back to Şengün. Pass to De Silva. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to drop. The Nuggets trail. And here's Porter outside. Not going to go that time. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 12 points for him. They set the screen. Porter pulls it in. So it's Denver now. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Here's James.
Oh, man, I did not see that coming.
With authority.
Did he just do that?
Wow.
Man. Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time. Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Here's James. Tries to save it. Oh, misses the dunk.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Here's SGA. SGA using that size.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Screen by James. Quickly drives in. And they pick up 2. The Warriors lead by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No way! SGA through the D.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
And Denver pushing it up now. And here's Brown for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Here's SGA. And SGA throws it down.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Sharp. Pass to Porter. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Love the old school fake by Porter Jr., bringing them in close to make sure he draws the foul.
That one's no good.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
Shot's good by Carrington.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
It's Sharp with the drive. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. And Nurkic throws it down.
And for Nurkic, one of his key attributes, the ability to keep the play alive on the glass.
Here's SGA. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Here's SGA. Hauled in by Brown. Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Porter. Outside Sharp. Back to Porter. Three-pointer. Strother grabs a miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
SGA surveying the D. Rebound by the Nuggets. Right side Brown. Here's Nurkic. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
And this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Switch here. The free throw is off from Nurkic.
Yeah, someone who has battled injuries. Great to see Yusuf Nurkic out there tonight.
And Carrington, here we go. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nuggets trailed by 5. It's Brown on the wing. Porter a screen. Here's Sharp. Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Woo! BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Porter's shot is off.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
And the layup is good. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Malawat. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
Nuggets trail by 8. Back to Porter. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. And so it's the Golden State Warriors finishing the
53.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Sharp, out to the wing. The open shot, Nurkic releases from the wing and drills it.
Yeah, when Nurkic is healthy, he's a difference maker for his team.
And Carrington, here we go. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nuggets trail by 6. Outside Sexton. Clock at 6. Driving to the basket. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
The nimbleness of Sexton on the drive makes him tough to stop. He can just squeeze right past you.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
And that's what SGA does. He gets you in an inopportune spot.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Inside. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Working that pick and roll action superbly. Şengün knows exactly where he needs to be.
Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Here's SGA. Rebounded by Denver. And Denver pushing it up now. Left side Sharp. Boom! He jams it straight down.
That's an athletic play by Sharp. Putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
And so they foul intentionally. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's SGA. SGA working through contact inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning because once he does, he makes you pay.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And it's James with the jam.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And that one is stuffed right through.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. 6 to shoot. Going to work in the low block.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this game.
He got it.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
And it's Shea hitting the 3.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
It's James with the drive. Now Portis. Brown looking around. The 3 is off.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
It's stolen by James. And they go to the intentional foul. And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
SGA. Oh, he misses the layup. Nuggets trail by 5. From downtown. Oh, LeBron knocks down the triple.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, That's a man on a mission right there.
Obviously, Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
A minute 9 left in the fourth quarter here. Into the lane. Oh, the speed, the vertical. Gilgeous-Alexander with a slam.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big. Yeah, fearless play by Sharp in clutch time. He wants us to know he's ready to shine in these challenging moments.
And SGA, here we go. Oh, an answer slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he powers it down. One-handed.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
20 seconds left in the game. He takes it in. Yes, sir! Banking in the layup.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
And so the Warriors take the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA, celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sidelines. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. Here, matched up against the Golden State Warriors, is how they're going to tip off the new season. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
Yeah, and going back to last year, this series was an even split.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a... load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Here's Harper. De Silva with the rebound. First quarter, just over a minute played. Harper with the steal. And stolen by Şengün. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Right wing. Jacks up a 3.
And this is where Banchero needs to keep improving. Good to see him working hard on D.
Anunoby left side. 6 to shoot. Gordon down low. Another shot. Kicks it out to Banchero. And he banks in the layup.
You can run some offense through Şengün because he has a high basketball IQ.
Jordan the screen. And here's Harper from the arc. And Anunoby slams it in.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
Yeah, GA's such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Pass to Şengün. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Going inside, and Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And so it's Golden State with it after the basket by the Lakers.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. That just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Collier, and it's denied. Pass to Clowney. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now, here's Harper. Still yet to score.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
Pass to Malawach. Here's Clowney. Carrington with the ball. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Malawach, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Harper. Pass to Collier. To the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Warriors leading by 7. Now Carrington. Driving in. Tips it. Pass to Collier. Here's Harper. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
Not an area you want to allow Harper to get to. He may be a rookie, but he can finish like a seasoned veteran.
Carrington, that's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Asenge. Goes back up. Collier, that's good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Yep, it counts. Carrington's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Harper. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's all determination. Harper could have taken the whistle and gone to the line. Instead, he finishes the play.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Here's Carrington. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. You might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Once again, your Laker girls dance team.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. 4-point game. Back to Harper. Ben Carroll, left side. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Outside, SGA. And the Warriors miss again.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And you think of the great shot creators, Richard, how underrated is footwork to what they do?
No, it's very underrated. It's not just big men. You look at guys like Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving, even going back to Kobe Bryant. Great footwork will always enable you to get off your shot.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Gilgeous-Alexander explodes to the rim.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
Banchero outside. De Silva with the rebound. The Warriors trailing. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. SGA up top. He's got 8. That shot, no good.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And here's Harper from the arc. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From down in the low post, it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Gilgeous-Alexander with great positioning inside.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And here's Harper from the arc. Malawach grabs the miss. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Harper, and he drives in.
My goodness. Harper with a little showmanship. This kid can do it all.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look here for the Warriors. 1:35 left in the first half. Here he goes. Harrington, that's good. Harrington's got his third basket of the night.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Los Angeles making a switch here.
Start.
is making a change here. So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 3. And it's time for an injury report.
I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Los Angeles. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. Recovery time is still up in the air, but guys, one thing's for sure, a return tonight is out of the question.
Allie, thank you for the update.
Listen, the big thing is now we have more information on what's going on with him. Hopefully, there's no setbacks.
And both free throws good for Carrington. And so it's the Lakers with it. .103 left in the first half. Pass to Harper. Here's the 3. Clock at 4. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Banchero's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. On the wing, Anunoby. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Into the lane. And Anunoby slams it in.
Oh, gee, hard charging.
A tight game here in Los Angeles. Here's Carrington. Off target at the rim. Outside Harper. Banchero, that's for 2. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Lakers leading. Now here's Harper. Lays it up and banks it in. Harper's got 14 points for the game.
I love the way in which Harper's attacking right now, finding the soft spot.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Harper wide open. They get it back. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 5. Drills the baseline jumper. Banchero's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league. just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Golden State moving it around. Here comes SGA. Mr. Harper. Here's the screen. SGA with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Count it, and the foul. It's on Paolo Banchero.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And it's tied up with that one. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. Banchero's got 13 points.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Şengün's got his second bucket. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Collier. Pass to Clifford. Here's Collier. Clock at 6. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on. Come on, Malowacz. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
On the free throw, no good. Warriors trailed by 3. With the drive, pass to Malowacz. Now Carrington to the inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Collier.
Yeah, easy call.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. And that one misses.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And it's the Warriors with the ball.
2 minutes remaining.
Drives to the hoop. Carrington. For the lead. Rebounded by the Lakers. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Pass to Clifford. Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. And he finishes nicely on the way. Collier's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. Here's Carrington. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
And stolen by Şengün. Shoots the three. The shot missing.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Here's Collier. It's stolen. Pass to Şengün. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Dylan Harper with a strong contribution so far in this one.
We all know the message from their coach. Figure out a way to stop the hot hand.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's Collier. Kicks it out to Banchero. Lakers working the ball around now. Pass to Clifford. Just 4 to shoot. With the fadeaway. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive. Up in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Los Angeles on top.
43.
3/10 quarters behind us. And more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's SGA. Takes it inside. Over to the wing. Crafty move. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Here's Collier. What a terrific move that was.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
SGA into the lane.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Out to the wing. Here's Banchero. Out to the right wing. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Driving to the basket. Here's Newell. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Lakers leading. Over in the corner, Banchero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
The Warriors making a switch here. And the second free throw, good. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to De Silva. To the middle. And Şengün throws it down.
Punishing the rim right there. Şengün.
Here's Collier. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Stolen. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And there's a whistle. That goes on Carlton Carrington. That's his first foul. The Lakers making a switch here. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
Okay, Allie, thank you. On the clock, Harper. He takes it in. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
The strength of this rookie, Harper, getting to the rim.
Pass to Şengün. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Harper. Banchero with the screen. And there's the drive. And Harper slams it in.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that three ball for these guys.
Nails the jumper. He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
When you need points, when you want points, Şengün is the option.
The response, slamming it home.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there. And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Driving inside. And Banchero outside. And they go to the intentional foul. Here's Anunoby. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Left side, SGA. Strong move off the glass.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down.
Of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Climbing to the rim, it's SGA.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Outside, Anunoby. The 11-footer. Cuts off the pass. And they're running. .104 left in the fourth quarter. Driving the lane. Rips it down with two hands.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Banchero.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Gilgeous-Alexander. The three doesn't go. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
Now Anunoby. Off the glass.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
SGA plays it in off the window.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
And here is Harper. All alone. Does not go. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. 2K Sports. Back in a moment. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. SGA with the ball. Şengün. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Let's it go. Jumper is off.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
And he can't get the first one.
That's the line for the Warriors.
Good on the second free throw. Lakers trailed by 3. Sweet move. Oh, down it goes. Şengün with the rebound. Now Gilgeous-Alexander launches it. Dead-eye shooting from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we've seen Shea take a lot more threes in recent years. Shows you how much confidence he's gained in that shot.
And they pick up the 2.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now Şengün shoots. It's off target.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You won't see that from him very often.
Outside, Anunoby. Van Carroll hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
It's good.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Şengün got it to go off the glass.
And that's an important shot from Şengün. He takes pride in delivering in big spots.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Outside Harper. 5 on the clock. They set the pick to tie it up. Missed on the 3. Anunoby misses the 3. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Let's lose a 3. It misses. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that'll do it, folks.